Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first recording and session of the Light Language Messenger channel. So today, I am looking at how we process and progress with the light language on the channel. And please excuse me, I am slightly nervous. I haven't done this before, or I've done recordings and I've not published them before. But I want to say that I felt guided to do this. I was asked to do this last week, that it needed to get going by my guides. And so here I am doing it. And I felt that it's very apt to release the first video on Matariki, which this year is being acknowledged in New Zealand on the 14th of July, 2023. And if you want to know what Matariki is, I'm going to read from you, I beg your pardon, I'm going to read for you, courtesy of, what channel is this now? What site is this? I'll tell you right now. It is the tiara.govt.nz website. All right, that spelled tiara, TEARA.govt.nz. So it's a government website that explains what Matariki is. So this is what they say. There are a few stories I've heard about it, but this is what I want to give you, something that's officially there. And please do the research in your time. So some things about the about Matariki is basically we are going to be seeing Matariki in the sky from Earth from here on with the naked eye. Now let me shake it down and tell you what Matariki is. What is Matariki? Matariki is the Maori name for the cluster of stars, also known as the Pleiades. It rises in midwinter, and for many Maori, it heralds the start of a new year. Iwi, another word for, or what iwi means is tribe, across or tribes across New Zealand understand and celebrate Matariki in different ways and at different times. Matariki is an abbreviation of Nga Mata or Te Ariki Tawhira Matia, the eyes of the god Tawhiri Matia, and refers to a large cluster of stars known in some European traditions as the Pleiades. According to Maori tradition, the god of the wind, I've got to say this right, Tafa Meritia, was so angry when his siblings separated their parents, Ranganui, the sky father, and Papa Tuanuku, the earth mother, that he tore out his eyes and threw them into the heavens. The cycle, okay, right, so that's what we know. There is another story I've heard, which is about the seven sisters that were being pursued by somebody here on earth, and then to keep them safe, they were sent to the sky. Right, now I've got a lady by the name of Puhuwai that can explain this to us very, very well. And it's just making me think that I should probably get Puhuwai to talk about Matariki. I did get her to talk about it a couple of years ago on radio. We might get her to do it on the channel again. All right, so that is the official information coming off this website. It's a government website, okay? So this is what I'm telling you, but we will get Puhuai to maybe come and talk to us on the channel, and we'll shake it down. The cycle of life and death. Traditionally, Matariki was a time to acknowledge the dead and to release their spirits to become stars. It is also a time to reflect, to be thankful to the gods for the harvest, to feast and to share the bounty of the harvest with family and friends. Matariki revived. Matariki or Maori New Year celebrations were once popular, but had largely stopped by the 1940s. In the 2000s, they were revived. Now, thousands of people take part in events to honor the beginning of the Maori New Year. And Infano, meaning family, Infano celebrations, or family celebrations, to remember those who have died and to plan for the year ahead. From 2022, a public holiday marking Matariki has been held on a Friday in June or July each year. Right, so this is our second Matariki public holiday that we are experiencing here in New Zealand. So I want to say kia ora to you, meaning welcome. This is how we greet in Te Reo, which is Maori language. I have no Maori genetic heritage, but I have these are my family. I'm going to have to say that. I have got energy space in ancient times or in the beginnings of Maori times. My light language sometimes does sound like Terea. Now, before we do the language, I welcome you here. I am not an expert. I'm very far from it. And also I try not to get I try not to be any authority, behave like I'm an authority on speaking about native custom and culture. We need them to speak. And just as I've been doing this, I just realized Puhuwai needs to come onto the Great Awakening Generator and talk to us about Matariki. So we will do that. And she's awesome. She sings, she plays her ukulele, and she tells you about the 7 sisters in the sky. And she tells you about the stars, what they mean, and all of that. So really amazing lady, Puhuwai. We'll get her on. Oh, I'll try. So I pulled cards from the Beyond Lemuria deck, Oracle deck by Izzy Ivy, because I believe a lot of Lemurians have incarnated here in New Zealand, like they have incarnated in Hawaii, and they say the Lemurians are also living in a city under Mount Shasta in California. New Zealand also has a connection to Lemuria. So I thought it would be apt to pull a card. And this is the card that I got. The card is the 42, Reclaim Your Energy card. Can you see her? It's number 42, and it's Reclaim Your Energy. I'm going to read it, and then we'll do some language and get this ready to be uploaded so that you can all appreciate Matariki and join us here in New Zealand celebrating Matariki. Some say it's about celebration of the autumn harvest. Some say it's exactly what they've said in here on the website that I've just read. But whatever our Maori iwis, whichever celebrated for, iwis meaning the Maori tribes, whatever their understanding of it and whatever reason they celebrated, we celebrated. It is amazing. We see the Pleiades from here on. We see it with the naked eye from the earth. And they're amazing. They're sparkling. You can only, at any one time, you can see maybe 7 of them, but you never see all of them together. And I'm understanding there's probably maybe 14 of them, maybe more than that in the sky. And I love the Pleiades. I have heritage in the Pleiades. So my soul, according to someone who's given me a reading of where my soul originated from, my soul originated from the Pleiades. So I'm very connected to the Pleiades. And we get to see it. We're so blessed. We get to see it from here on with the naked eye to, say, the middle of February. And so amazing, so fascinating to look at them sparkling there. And, this cluster that you can see with your naked eye. Isn't it awesome to be connected with the star family? Right, let's read Reclaim Your Energy. It's a number 42 card, which in numerology will break down or come down to number 6. Recapitulation, owning your power. Where you put your energy is your choice. Overcoming triggers through self-awareness. Energy vampires, reclaiming your soul fragments. Observing the observer, shifting victim mentality. When we embrace an energy-aware lifestyle, we start to notice when we feel drained or ungrounded. We may feel flat or out of our center after spending time with certain people or places. Our energy is our responsibility, and how we give it away becomes a conscious choice as we step into empowerment. But what about the fragments of self we gave away before we came to this awareness? Yes, it is possible to recover and restore yourself to wholeness. In shamanic practice, recapturing and reuniting with lost fragments of ourselves is called recapitulation. Even when we become aware of the patterning that unnecessarily chews up our energy, we may still feel drained by certain people or situations. When we grow our awareness further and take note of the triggers, we see it as always our choice where our energy goes. Although it might not feel that way. We may feel we need to give to the people we most care about in a way that depletes us. We may hold a subconscious sense of obligation to others, or a belief that our own needs cannot be met until we have taken care of everyone else. We may run ourselves ragged, meeting deadlines, keeping customers happy, living up to expectations, or ensuring we have everything our children require from us. Many of us expend energy through drama, self-doubt, self-sabotage, anxiety, and fear. Sometimes we sense we are giving too much, but cannot see exactly how it is happening, or that our effort may be unproductive, even counterproductive. But it doesn't have to be like this. To claim more time and energy for yourself, look at what is and isn't serving you. You may need to make changes in your external environment. More often, the most effective change will be your perception of self. What beliefs and learnings serve you? What fear-based and limiting expectations are keeping you from your power? Consciously choose and align yourself with ideas that serve you, and suddenly you will have a lot more energy for the meaningful, inspiring parts of your life. You will also have improved presence and more of your loved ones. We become aware of our patterning through self-awareness by observing the observer. We can broaden our perspective of how and why we react to certain stimuli. This understanding helps us untangle ourselves from drama. We can distinguish what is relevant and real to us in the here and now from outdated stories. Instead of reacting when we feel triggered, we can peel back the layers of those moments and claim greater understanding of ourselves and the myths we have unwittingly subscribed to, so that others have ascribed to us. Meditation can help us explore and take responsibility for our internal dissonance. Anything that takes you out of the busyness of your mind can heighten your perspective so you can see the bigger picture. There are other contributors to energy depletion, such as not having enough healthy food or sleep, diet, and lifestyle are usually easier to rebalance than our self-beliefs. Illness and environments that affect self-esteem or where our soul does not feel at home or safe are other factors. We may need outside help to reclaim our energy, but having an awareness of what is required is a step closer to being able to fix the problem and can start the healing process. When you're going through tough times, doing something that makes the soul rejoice, even something small, is extremely helpful in boosting your energy levels. Divination meaning. This card encourages you to be aware of where your energy is going. It's showing all the chakras here, by the way. If you are not at your optimal energy level, it invites you to consider the core of why this may be. You have the power to own your energy and choose where you direct it. Look at situations that trigger drama and anxiety to reduce energy loss. Detach from environments or people that are not healthy for you. It is up to you to make the shift. Victim mentality is no help. So realize you have the power to transform your life and choose healing and self-empowerment. It's time to kickstart the upward spiral to abundant energy and soul presence. As I was reading this, I wondered, oh, was this the right card? But as we got carried on, I realized it was. I mean, we're talking about Matariki. We're talking about family time. We're talking about family time. But it is the start of a new year, according to some reports on what Matariki is. It is, according to other reports, to celebrate the autumn harvest. Yes. Because usually it's about the end of autumn and the beginning of winter. It is the time for self-reflection. It is the time to be indoors and be cozy and be comfortable and eat all those autumn foods and that we have harvested and are preparing for the winter, like pumpkins and citrus fruit that are meant to keep you healthy and grounded and you know, earthy, like, you know, pumpkin soup. I keep thinking pumpkin soup, and I've just got one I've made a creamy butternut soup with some beautiful real chicken stock. So Let's get into the language. Kalamasefala kotola katalama ketala kachopolo kutafene kera katamaso tekana kera watokola kayena kahe. Om Malayla Mahane Kola ketela makuha ilahi lo maike Kele vasakala kasamo tena yele visho yele vela moko talaim. Oh, welcome, welcome, welcome home. Welcome, welcome, yila makula veke. Holy zavaleke shom. Healing, 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 healing the hearts of our people, healing, healing, oh healing, oh healing. Oh, la mai hilo mova ina kalamokushalakana he. Ora mahila ikula makitafai. Kola bela bova ina kasafam. O mai nefere kola makekaloveneke. Kola ye kola ye. Kola masakalava kitolo. Kola masava katala kolo aleki chala kalakadana ne kurota pala katafono kutahina moho. Welcome, my hilama. Welcome, my fano. Lomo kutala katamahita. Kola masela ilomoto la kitsafola ida yuna he. Oh, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, Niano Nahi. Kashanava kilo kulo matsela kilo mahi. Oh, mahi la me. Oh, my la vole zagelo voshia la kitom. Oh, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Iloka safala mai no takela sheta lamom. Hilamo la de la votaye. Kasala Kilomo. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Lama kichukula bahitana kishuloma kishana kala talomo tala genetitela. Goskarama kasala kitabakata. We honor you here. Lama kitolama. Thank you for coming. Welcome. Yukalabaikitona kataina kachala kafaina. This day when the beautiful stars will be sparkling with. They've already been sparkling, but this day when we commemorate that it comes into our space, into our energy space. Connect with your star family. Remember that according to many legends, the star family that we look up into the sky at night and we see them in the constellation of Taurus, when we see the star family, remember that a lot of the stories, the legends, not the myth, but the legends talk about them being here first. Solo la makata falakitona karesete tatapokorona katekatayana kashtakarata here. So we are connecting to our ancestors. If all of this is it, and all of this is relevant, because we know that of course it's relevant. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for this time. May you have a wonderful, wonderful Matariki. May you have a wonderful season. Remember that it's the start of the Maori New Year. And remember that going forward, it's a whole new year. There's another new year that we celebrate. It's another time, another kind of astrology. Amazing people that we all are. Celebrate yourself, celebrate this time. Find the new. It is the beginning of a new phase. Honor to you. Honor to you, beautiful souls. Namaste. Namaste. Namahi kakite. Toromaka safaranakete. Tekera.